Hi, I'm Lin-Manuel Miranda, and you're watching the Broadway.com show.
Welcome to the Broadway.com show, your guide to everything happening on stage and off. Or as we like to think of it, the second best thing to this month's Vanity Fair cover. Let's get started with the news. What's the buzz, Paul?
We've officially stopped our whining that Jessica Lange has left American Horror Story, because who cares anymore now that she's coming back to Broadway? Lange will star as Mary Tyrone in Eugene O'Neill's Long Day's Journey Into Night, the same role she played in London's West End back in 2000. She'll be joined in Jonathan Kett's staging by Gabriel Byrne and Tony winner John Gallagher Jr. The Roundabout Theatre Company revival will open on April 19th, 2016 at the American Airlines Theatre.
You should spend the summer finding your sea legs, because the first ever Broadway production of Dames at Sea will drop anchor at the Helen Hayes Theatre this fall. With a book and lyrics by George Hyamson and Robin Miller and music by Jim Wise, the musical tells the story of a young ingenue and her fellow cast members of a Broadway show who join forces to stage their tuner on a battleship when its Great White Way venue is torn down. No word on casting yet, but Dames at Sea, directed by three-time Tony nominee Randy Skinner, will officially open on October 22nd.
Broadway is buzzing with tons of fun casting news this week. Orange is the New Black star Danielle Brooks, aka Tasty, will make her Broadway debut in the forthcoming revival of The Color Purple alongside Jennifer Hudson and Cynthia Erivo. Plus, Wicked alum Alex Brightman is trading Shiz University for Horace Green Prep School. He's signed on to headline the workshop production of the Broadway-bound School of Rock musical at the Gramercy Theatre. He'll play Dewey Finn, the guitar-shredding substitute teacher played by Jack Black in the hit movie. For those about to rock, we salute you.
Prisoner 24601 has his next gig lined up. Tony nominee Ramin Karimloo will lead the long-in-the-works musical The Prince of Broadway in Japan this fall. Also starring Tony winner Sheila Hensley, Tony nominee Nancy Opel, and Phantom's Kaylee-Ann Voorhees, the show celebrates the career of the 21-time Tony-winning director and producer Hal Prince. Helmed by Prince himself, with co-direction and choreography by Susan Stroman, we're keeping a close eye on this one. It has Broadway aimed written all over it.
Keke Palmer has turned in her glass slippers for a pink ladies jacket. The former Cinderella star, who will appear in the upcoming Scream Queens, is joining Julianne Hough as Sandy and Vanessa Hudgens as Rizzo in Fox's live telecast of Grease. No word yet on who is playing Danny Zuko, but Palmer is taking on the role of Marty Maraschino, you know, as in Cherry, the mature teen hopelessly devoted to all her many pen pals. Catch Keke and more in Grease Live on January 16th, 2016.
Want to talk about next year's Tony races for a second? If I were a rich man, I would bet the house that the fall revival of Fiddler on the Roof, directed by Bartlett Sher and starring Danny Burstein, will be a big contender on the big night. Check out this vibrant new artwork for the revival, featuring a bearded Burstein in full Tevye the Milkman mode. Love the beard, love the cap, love the title treatment. Can't wait to see this show.
The Drama League recently held their incredibly starry awards ceremony. So I asked the Broadway faves attending, what's the one thing you need to get through one of these events? Check out their answers in this week's Pop Poll.
My wife, absolutely. Yeah, she keeps me sane.
Makeup.
Boob tape. Does anybody have any?
You want to make sure that your lips are red, honey. I like my lips red.
Patience and water.
Water. I'm so dry right now.
Friends and alcohol.
A hip flask.
Straight whiskey? No.
Whiskey? Just kidding.
You need a really good suit.
A tie that makes me feel good.
Boxer shorts. No briefs. Boxers.
Spanx. Definitely Spanx and coffee.
Coffee and, that's it.
Zoloft.
No, a sense of humor.
Ha!
A sense of humor and a bottle of wine.
Naps. Always bring Kristen Chenoweth with you to a red carpet event. It just ups your, your level.
Our tweet of the week comes from stage favorite Adam Cantor, who seems to have a very passionate bond with a certain unforgettable Tony Award-winning musical. He tweeted, "I just got crazy emotional while thinking about the song He Lives in You from The Lion King. Am I going through menopause?" Don't worry, Adam. We don't think you're going through menopause. For a couple of reasons. You're just getting in touch with your inner king. You should do some yoga with cats or something. You can follow this Broadway alum at Adam J. Cantor.
Most Broadway stars are serious about their craft, but Annalee Ashford took method acting to a whole new level this week. She's gearing up to play a dog in the first ever Broadway mounting of the A.R. Gurney comedy Sylvia alongside Julie White and Robert Sella this fall. And to prepare, she's booked herself some puppy obedience classes this summer. Her own dog Gracie will be joining her too. Anna Lee, for your dedication to your new role, we are giving you 2 paws up. We can't wait to see you barking on Broadway beginning September 25th.
We're thrilled that the upcoming Bombshell concert, which will star Smash Alums Jeremy Jordan, Brian Darcy James and Leslie Odom Jr., alongside Megan Hilty, Catherine McPhee, Deborah Messing, Christian Ball and more, is going to be such a success for the Actors Fund. However, thumbs down that we can't get tickets and that they're not recording it. We'd all love to pay to see or hear the drama, the laughter, the tears just like pearls in any form. Please reconsider. We'll even send the video crew.
Our star of the week is holier than thou. No, seriously, he's holier than everyone. I'm talking about the Big Bang Theory star Jim Parsons, who is playing the Almighty in An Act of God at Studio 54. Parsons gives a tour de force performance in David Javerbaum's Bible study crash course / comedy. With his unmistakable charm and likability, Parsons is divine as a Broadway deity, right up there with Patti LuPone. And that's our highest blessing, Jim. So congratulations on being a supreme being and our star of the week. Let us say together, Amen.
It's time to reveal your latest top 10 list from Culturalist.com. This week, our Tony Awards fever is running hotter than ever, with so many stars receiving their very first Tony nods that we asked you which first-timers you're most rooting for at Sunday's ceremony. Broadway.com site producer Joanne Villani kicked off this week's challenge with Fun Home's pint-sized standout Sydney Lucas as her top pick. And here's how you guys voted. Leanne Cope for An American in Paris, Robert Fairchild for An American in Paris, Bradley Cooper for The Elephant Man, Stephen Boyer for Hand to God, Max von Essen for An American in Paris, Emily Skeggs for Fun Home, Tony Yazbek for On the Town, Beth Malone for Fun Home, Alex Sharp for The Curious Incident of the Dog in the Nighttime, and your top pick, Sydney Lucas for Fun Home. Check back on Broadway.com later this week for a brand new Culturalist challenge.
Looks like nobody likes a crazy ex-girlfriend. Last time on Broadway SmackDown, we asked you to choose between 2 upcoming TV shows featuring Broadway stars. Despite the presence of Cinderella, Tony nom Santina Fontana, the CW's new show failed to get a single vote when pitted against CBS's high-flying Supergirl, starring Jeremy Jordan and Laura Benanti. Maybe they should rename it My Crazy Ex-Supergirlfriend? This week, we were psyched to hear the phenomenal original cast of Into the Woods will reunite at Brooklyn Academy of Music on June 21st. But since it's Tony time, we were reminded that the well-loved show failed to pick up the Tony Award for Best Musical back in 1988, thanks to that Phantom dude. You know which other classic didn't win the big prize? Dreamgirls. Crazy, right? Which leads us right into this week's SmackDown. Which of these amazing musicals deserve the Best Musical prize more? Into the Woods or Dreamgirls? Tweet us your vote to Broadway.com with the hashtag BWaySmackDown and tune in next time to find out the winner.
Thanks for checking out this week's episode of the Broadway.com show. We'll leave you with a behind-the-scenes look at our exclusive photo shoot with 6 fashionable first-time Tony-nominated guys. Don't be jealous, but we spent the morning eating breakfast, getting dressed, and showering with them at the Paramount Hotel. See you guys next week.